Today is Monday, June 27th. I am 13 weeks and 2 days pregnant right now, which is still so weird to say. So I'm in my very last week of the first trimester, which is exciting. And today is an exciting but very nerve-wracking day because we have a doctor's appointment. We have a big ultrasound. It is the first part of the sequential screening. So you do an ultrasound and they're looking for like fluid in the baby's neck and then a blood test, and then in a couple weeks I'll go back for more blood work, I guess, so they can either compare or just get more data to add to the results or come to a conclusion for the results. Joe's coming in right now. I have been awake since like 5:30. I woke up and then was not really tired, and I've been like excited like it's like Christmas morning, but I am so anxious now, like way more anxious than my last appointment because I know what's gonna happen during my blood work.
Sorry, I'm double caked up on a Monday. You look so pretty.
I'm so anxious.
Like, seriously, hold on, just take a second to appreciate it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my beauty you were gonna appreciate.
Oh, no, my booty.
Okay, I'll go out here. Oh my
That girl. Yeah, you do look absolutely gorgeous, though.
Thank you, baby. Close the door, I can hear that music.
Oh, sorry.
Also, the Rat King totally ate this pillow.
The Rat King, what about the pillow?
Totally ate this pillow.
Oh, shit. Wow. I wonder if that was when it was in the closet, or if that was, I hope.
Yeah, must have been.
Okay.
Alright, get lost. Like I was saying, I am way more anxious for this appointment than I was for last week's appointment when I had like my first blood draw, because I like know what's gonna happen and I'm more panicked about it now, because like even though I know it doesn't hurt, I'm just like, oh god, am I gonna have to go through that again? Like, am I really gonna like throw up or pass out? Like I don't want to have that experience again. So I'm trying to like prepare myself in the best way possible. So I woke up, like I said, really early, and at about 6, no, maybe 7, I took my anxiety meds. I had a couple pretzels because I was like starving this morning. I kind of wake up starving every day. And I figured, like, even if I throw up after my blood draw, which will be like after my ultrasound hopefully, then my medicine would have had time to like fully be absorbed, because it takes about 2 hours for a pill to be totally absorbed from what I've heard. I'm like limiting what I ate or what I'm eating, and now I just have to kind of fill up on water because you need a full bladder for an ultrasound. So I'm going to hopefully like fill up my bladder, and then after my ultrasound I'll go to the bathroom so I'll have like nothing in my stomach. And I'm hoping that if my stomach is kind of empty, then I won't throw up. That's my logic. I need to chill out because I can feel that my neck is tensing up and like I can't get a migraine right now. Hopefully the ultrasound will go perfectly. I'm very excited to see baby, little baby guns, and see how much bigger they've gotten. I need to go get dressed and then we will be on our way. I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully I've got pure good news for you. No throwing up, no passing out drama. It's a good bit later. Our appointment was perfect. It was so good, was better than I could have hoped for. I got my blood drawn afterwards and I was perfectly fine. I only had to sit there for maybe like less than a minute, and then I walked myself right out, and it was very good. My phlebotomist again was incredible at the hospital. She was like talking to me, like asking me questions about like what kind of lunch I was gonna have, and I was like tensing my muscles because I heard that that helps keep your blood pressure up. And when your blood pressure tanks, that's what makes you like pass out or have like a really bad reaction. I'll kind of give you a recap of the last couple of weeks and then start off the next video with like the beginning of my second trimester. So ultrasound was really good. I was nervous because this was like a genetic screening. So they were looking at the fluid behind the neck. That's the nuchal translucency that they're looking for. And they said that looks perfect. Like that's what he said. He said everything looks perfect. It was kind of funny because the place that we were at is like the high risk OB office. That's where they do the genetic stuff. And the doctor that I saw is a family friend. So I was like, oh, of course it's them. But it was, you know, almost better because I was very comfortable. Both the doctor and ultrasound tech said everything looks perfect. Not just good, but like it looks great. Everything looks perfect. We got to see like the 2 hemispheres of the brain, which was so crazy. And all of the, you know, arms, legs. Baby was being very stubborn. Baby was not cooperating to give us a good picture. So at the beginning, baby was like kind of laying on their side with like their legs straight up. So it was like all squished up with like an arm, like its arms maybe tucked up. So they couldn't get like, she couldn't get a good measurement because of that, or a great picture. Like baby was like literally squished in half. And then she kind of like wiggled my belly around a little bit, and then baby turned, which you can see here. Baby is looking at the ground. You can see baby is like on their kind of side, like kneeling almost, head down. This was the best picture we got. Like baby was not cooperating at all, but it's just crazy. Like there's its little leg. I assume this is a hand, and then face. But she, you know, took that picture, took measurements, like all of that. Like they're not just trying to get you good pictures. They're looking at important stuff. Looking at cord insertion. She didn't have any concerns about that, said it looked good. I saw her say that it was a 3-vessel cord, which I know is good. I think there's supposed to be, it's either like 2 vessels going in and 1 out, or the other way around. But they didn't seem concerned about anything. And she kind of wiggled me around a little bit more, and baby finally like stretched out a bit. She like leaned me back further in the chair, and baby finally kind of like laid flat-ish. So she was able to get like a good head to butt, head to rump measurement, and said I was like measuring perfectly. That was good, but didn't get like crazy pictures because baby was like really moving around, which was crazy to see. Like this little baby that's like 2.5 inches, like actually moving. Like it was moving its arms around, and like had its hand and its thumb up near its mouth, and you could see the legs wiggling, and like she was wiggling my stomach, but obviously like baby was reacting and like moving around themselves. So that was very interesting. This is the profile pic that we got, which is a little hard to see unless you know exactly what you're looking at. So this is the side profile. That right there is baby's eye. I'm like having to look at this backwards, and it looks like absolutely nothing. I'm just so excited that like everything is continuing to be perfect. Heart rate was 151. So it seems like it's kind of steadily going down a little bit, which like it's still in the perfectly healthy range, but obviously baby's heart rate isn't gonna be like 160 for the rest of its life. I thought of one more thing to share with you about my appointment. So at the very end of the appointment, the doctor mentioned that they like to share information about baby aspirin with all of their patients. And I don't know if this is just like a high-risk OB, like it's an MFM, maternal fetal medicine clinic. Like I don't know if I would have received this information with my regular OB. I'm not sure, but they said that taking a baby aspirin, so I think it was 81 milligrams, whatever the dosage is. It's 81 something, which, you know, regular aspirin is like a big no-no. So, but taking a baby aspirin throughout your pregnancy, even if you're low risk, helps reduce the risk of preeclampsia by 25%. I will be picking that up. It's something really simple and something that I would want to avoid preeclampsia because that's super serious and scary and dangerous. Symptoms wise, for the past couple of weeks, I've started to feel a lot more normal, thank goodness. Like really from, I would say like mid 11 weeks, which is when we went to the lake, until now, beginning of 13 weeks, I have felt a lot more of my appetite coming back. Like I am hungry a lot more often and I've been able to eat more. But we've been so busy here at home that we haven't been cooking, and I still don't know if I would want to cook at home. Like I might need another week or so before I'll feel good about that. But eating anything elsewhere has been totally fine. I have not been constipated because I've been like eating more regularly and just eating more quantity too, I think. Hopefully my weight is gonna be good. Like I'll steadily start gaining weight. My migraines have not been bad. I don't think my skin's been bad. Like I have a couple little breakouts here and there, but I've also been like bad about like not washing my face at night when I don't take a shower. In the past couple of weeks, I have started to stink so bad. I just like sweat or something. Like it doesn't feel like I'm sweating or like I'm hot, but my armpits smell horrific, which I know is common, but it's just like, oh my God, like I don't do anything during the day, so I don't like to take a shower if I don't need to. The stinky armpits is making it very difficult. Hopefully that's not gonna last forever, but I fear that it will be. I have not really had too much nausea. Like I'll gag randomly here and there, mostly in the morning, but I haven't been like actually queasy enough, except when I've been anxious, to like need to like lay down or anything. This week in particular, kind of like the tail end of week 12 into week 13, I've definitely had more cravings. I've been way more emotional when it comes to my cravings too. I would say like about a week ago, I wanted ice cream so bad and we couldn't go and get it. And I sobbed. I was so upset about not getting ice cream. And then I think it was 2 nights ago, I really wanted like Chinese lo mein, and Joe and his dad were working on the tile in our bathroom and didn't finish until super late, like so late that the restaurant was closed. I sobbed about that because I didn't want to eat dinner super late and I wasn't able to get my noodles anymore. So I've been pretty chill throughout this whole thing, but those 2 moments I was like uncontrollably sobbing. I was like, I don't want to eat this late and I'm not gonna get my noodles, and just like so dramatic. I mean, like ridiculous, but you literally can't handle it or can't help it. I've also noticed that, I mean, everything is TMI here, but like my sex drive is definitely different. At the beginning, up until about last week, it was about 0, like non-existent. And I wasn't even feeling bad. It was just, you know, there was nothing. And then apparently week 13 is when a lot of women get that drive back. And that has been the case for me. So I'm feeling like a little bit more normal, like not so much like a slug or like my husband and I are just roommates, you know. I'm definitely like looking forward to the 2nd trimester and getting some energy back. Oh, that's another thing, is that like this past week I've been, case in point, I've been exhausted. So tired. I'm not a napper at all. I can never nap. Never, ever, ever. Yesterday, I got I want to say like at least 9 hours of sleep. Joe and I went to breakfast. We got back. I had been awake for not even 2.5 hours maybe, and I took a 3-hour nap. And then we went to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I fell asleep immediately. And that's just like every day, like especially in the morning. It's weird. Like after I'm awake for about 2 to 3 hours, I'm like, I need a nap. Okay, I need to go to sleep. That's what's been going on the past couple of weeks. Lots of exciting appointments. We don't have our next appointment for a while. I think I'm gonna have to go back for another blood draw for the screening, but our anatomy scan is not until the beginning of August. So that's like, I think 5.5 weeks from now. And oh, another thing is that with our screening, the doctor said that we are actually not gonna get the results of the sex of the baby. So they recommended that we do the sneak peek, but I just have seen too many people say, oh, I got this result and it was actually this. So I'm kind of thinking like maybe we just don't find out the sex until our anatomy scan, which luckily is scheduled during the 18th week, so I don't even have to wait until 20. But I'm just thinking like at least then they'll be able to like see something and it'll be more legit. That is the update for now. I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, I need to show you a little bump shot. I don't know if you can see anything. All right, that concludes this update. I will see you in the next one.